Hi, today I'd like to show you how to simplify radicals. First, we're going to look at the square root of 12. What we need to do is to factor the number 12. We're going to do that by making a factor tree. I like to start off with using the smallest prime number first and working our way up through the prime numbers as we go to factor it. So, smallest prime number would be 2. 12 is even, so we can factor it by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 is even, so we can factor it by 2, and we get 3. And 3 is prime, so we're done factoring. Now, since we're taking the square root, we're looking for pairs of numbers that we can take out. So here we have a pair of 2, so we're going to take out a 2, and that will be on the outside of the radical. And then we're left with a 3, and since we don't have a pair, we leave it under the radical. And that is the simplified version of the square root of 12. Next, let's look at the square root of 75. It's not even, so we can't take out a 2, but it ends in 5, so I know I can factor out a 5 at least. 75 divided by 5 is 15. 15 ends in 5, so we can factor out a 5. 15 divided by 5 is 3, and 3 is prime, so we are done factoring. We're taking the square root, so we're looking for a pair of numbers. In this case, we have a pair of 5s, so we can take out a 5. So a 5 will be on the outside of the radical. Let me make that look a little better. 5 will be on the outside of the radical, and we have a 3 left inside the radical. Okay, how about a larger number like the square root of 540? 540 is even, so we can divide that by 2, and we get 270. 270 is even. Divide that by 2, and we get 135. 135 ends in 5, so we can factor out a 5, and that gives us 27. 27, I recognize, is 3 times 9. And 9 is factorable to be 3 times 3. Now we're looking for pairs of numbers. So here's a pair of 2s, and here's a pair of 3s. And then we're left with 1 5 and 1 3. So we're going to take out a 2, and we're going to take out a 3, and that will be on the outside. And we're going to multiply those together. They're going to be on the outside of the radical. And we're left inside the radical this 5 and the 3. And then we'll multiply to simplify. So 2 times 3, of course, is 6, and under the radical, 5 times 3 is 15, and that is simplified.